Hi everyone, it's me, the Chipmunk. Well, today we're going to be addressing the state of the pregnant community, my opinions on it, where it stands now, and also things about my channel, and some of the things that have happened very recently on it, and future plans, and my opinions on everything from pregnancy fetishes to whatever I can think of. Also, we're going to debut a new pregnant community anthem in just a few seconds. So I hope you'll stay tuned for all of it, and I look forward to having a nice, polite discussion with all of you. See you in a moment. I like that anthem. You know, I think I might use it from now on whenever I do a commentary video like this one. Well, let me start off by one last time addressing some of the recent controversy that's happened within the past day as of the making of this video. As you all know by now, or should know by now, I made a video addressing the controversy surrounding, people who touch pregnant bellies, in public. And I said it was controversial, and some people did not know that it was, but I think most of them know now that it is, because we've gotten, not a lot, but a few hate comments from so-called pregnancy lovers where they were just cussing me out and saying all kinds of vile things. One comment surprised me here just recently. Someone said that I won't tell you who it is. You'll have to look on the video. But he said that he had lost respect for me because I had removed the hate comments where this one guy had cussed me out. Said F you, F you, F you, F you. And apparently he thinks that's having an opinion, cursing at somebody. Well, I made a video earlier about all that, and if you want to look at it and see what I think about hate comments, you can look at that video. It's called "To the Haters, a Message for You." But I want to get this very clear. You're more than welcome to have an opinion on any of my videos. I have never stopped anybody from having an opinion. And anybody who has followed me all this time should know that. But what is not welcome is the following things. If you're going to swear at me, call me names, insult me, or insult my friends, then no, your opinion will not be heard. It will be removed and you will be blocked. It amazes me the twisted ideas that some people have about opinions. Apparently, opinions in some people's minds include cursing and swearing and putting people down. Well, cyberbullying has never been acceptable to me, and cyberbullying will not be tolerated on my videos. I don't care how you try to disguise it or what you're trying to do. Bullying of any kind and insults of any kind are not welcome. So as I say, if you're a hater, don't bother. Just move on. Anyway, I'm glad we got this discussion going, but hopefully we can rout out the haters. And to that end, I've had to, unfortunately, make the video approved comments only. I've never had to do that with the video before, but I have to do that with this one in particular because I need to make sure that no more hate comments get through. It just doesn't add anything helpful to the discussion. All it is people insulting me or putting anybody down, and some of these ignoramuses are not even listening to the video. They're just seeing the title and hearing one word or one sentence, and then they're going off on a tear about it, and I don't think they're listening to the video at all. So anyway, from now on, comments will have to wait approval on that particular video before they get through. But I promise I'll try to get to them as fast as I can. And but no hate comments will be allowed. Okay, so no hateful, insultful comments on the videos of any videos. Okay, thanks. Now let's move on to something else. I've been wanting to address a subject for a long time. Another subject. The word pregnancy fetish. I do not view, personally, this as a fetish. I may have said this before once, but I want to go in a little more detail about it. Pregnancy attraction, or whatever you want to call it, it's not a fetish for me. It really isn't. And I have a problem with that word, and let me tell you why. Just the word fetish, it just invites, icky, nasty images in your mind. I mean, when people think about that, they think, creepy, perverted, disgusting. That's one reason why you never have heard me use the word pregnancy fetish, hardly ever. And I won't use it. And another reason is because, as I said, this is not a fetish for me. For people like me, pregnancy lovers that have my kind of attraction, it goes way beyond viewing the woman as just an object or something. Okay, in other words, she's not just an object or just something that's attractive. She's more than that. She's a person. She's a human being. I have great respect, love, and admiration for pregnant women. And that's why I don't have a fetish for pregnant women. They're not just some object or thing that I'm attracted to. It goes way beyond that. It's deeply emotional for me, and I'll say even spiritually, an attraction to pregnant women. There is something very, very special about pregnancy. And, in my fantasies of pregnant women, I think about, what it would be like to be married to one, to raise a family with them, to have, wife and children and things like that. So it's not a fetish for me. It's an attraction, but it's much deeper than a fetish or anything like that. And as I said, the word fetish is not a word that I would use because it just conjures up negative stereotypes about pregnancy lovers. So that's why it's not a fetish for me, and why I don't use the word. But I know some of you do, and I'm not putting you down if you like to use the word pregnancy fetish, or if it is just a fetish for you. I'm saying that for me and people like me, it goes much deeper than that. Anyway, moving on to another subject. As most of you know by now, Expansion Mansion is no longer around. It could come back, but it's not certain. I did hear a rumor that they might be going into another site that is building a new site, but I don't know that for certain. My take on Expansion Mansion is this. I think the reason why they started to have less and less content was because that on their forums they had so many rules and regulations about what could be posted and what could not be, that it made it almost impossible for anyone to post anything. Even just making comments, there were all kinds of crazy rules about not mentioning babies and things like that, and just really bizarre and weird stuff. I know they had had some problems at one point legally, the owner did, and I don't know what those problems were. No one was ever told, or at least I don't remember what it was. But even before that, though, they had a very weird system of rules and regulations, and the moderators were just more than happy to delete comments, ban people for very trivial reasons. And I think that's why the content on the forums and things did not go well. Now, I know a lot of you like Expansion Mansion. Now, I'm not bashing you down. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I think happened to Expansion Mansion, is that if you looked at the forums the last time, and I did, in fact, just a few weeks before it went down, I mean, the comments and the posts were almost non-existent. I mean, there was almost no new content on there anymore. Ironically, I hadn't looked at the place for a long time, and I went back just to kind of view some of the old posts that I wanted to see again, and things like that. And it brought back memories of just how hard it was there to post any kind of content and say anything, because the moderators would, ban you, and you would be left not knowing exactly why you were banned. Well, they would tell you, but it would be strange because you would think you were following all the rules, and it turned out for some minor reason somehow they didn't think you would follow the rules, and so they had to ban you, or they had to remove your comments and things like that. So I think all of those hard to follow rules and regulations just made it impossible for people to post anything on the forums, and that's why the content really dried up, because it's like, it's too hard to follow. We don't know, what we're doing, if we're doing it right, and even if we do it right, sometimes we still get banned or our posts get removed, so people just stop bothering. Now, every forum needs rules, and every forum needs regulations and moderators. I understand that. But I think at Expansion Mansion they just took it too far. Now, I know a lot of you like Expansion Mansion, and that's fine. I'm not bashing you. I'm just telling you, again, why I think, Expansion Mansion went down, and why the content really dried up. And it's because of things like that. Hard to follow rules, and just moderators that I think were a little bit too eager to ban people's posts and, take content off and things like that. So, anyway, I think if nothing else, Expansion Mansion is a lesson in how rules and hard to follow regulations can be taken too far, and moderators can get out of hand and start banning people and taking posts down to the point where nobody wants to come on your forum and do anything, because you can't do anything. Everything you do is wrong, and people are just going to quit, and they're just not going to bother posting anything if it's going to be taken down or they're going to be banned, and this and that. So Expansion Mansion is a lesson in how things can be taken to an extreme the other way around. Every forum needs rules, and every forum needs a moderator. But sometimes rules and moderators can go too far. And I think that's what Expansion Mansion represents, sadly. But irregardless, I think we're doing okay, in the pregnant community. I mean, a lot of people, they usually concentrate on the negative of, how we don't have a whole lot of sites and a whole lot of forums, but we do have some forums. Granted, there's not a whole lot right now, but we have, Show Me the Belly and at least one other that I know about. And, that may not be a lot, but it's a start. And it's better than having nothing at all. Because, and I've said this before, I remember the days when we did not have any forums or anything like this for pregnancy lovers on the internet. So, and we have Pregolicious, and we have really good, people out there contributing and making really good material for the pregnant community. And that reminds me, at some point I'm going to make out a list of people I want to thank just for their contributions to the pregnant community as a whole. I need to get a list together, and I'll try to create some kind of, I don't know, like a little Academy Award thing for like all the people who I think are really great contributors and people who really help the pregnant community as far as, material and forums and things like that. But anyway, the state of the pregnant community is this. We're okay, but we could do better. And I hope that we will do better. It's going to take time, but I think in the years to come we will see other forums rise up and more content, hopefully. It just depends on the person who does it and whether they can take the time to do it and do it right, and things like that. But I think the state of the pregnant community is okay. So we're okay, but we could do better. And let's try to strive and work together to try and make this community even better than it already is. That being said, I guess we pretty much wrapped up the pregnant community update. As for me and my little channel, I just want to let you know that I'll be trying to work on a new movie review here soon. I'm hoping to do a co-review with my good friend and bro, Punishing Fate. I'm going to try to work out the details about that with him. So hopefully we'll have something new to show you. And I'll keep trying to update my channel as often as possible. I kind of updated my website, cleaned it up a little bit from the old dead posts, and post some new content. Nothing fancy or really that new. My website is more like a blog, really, than a website. I mean, I have videos and I have photos there, but it's not a lot of stuff. But it's another way people can keep up with me and just hear what I have to say, or if they just want to see some photos or videos of my work. In the meantime, if any of you have suggestions as to how we can improve the pregnant community, let your voice be heard, and let's hear some suggestions and what we can do as individuals to try to help the pregnant community out, and see how we can get the ball rolling and make this year a good year for the pregnant community. So, I guess that wraps up our update, and we will see you next time, everybody. So long.